Hey crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming. On this quick video tutorial, I'm going to show you a couple of things related to St. Patrick's Day and Shamrocks. I'm going to show you how you can use some of these Grapevine hearts, from Dollar Tree, a little bit of canvas from Walmart, some hot glue, some beads, and you can make these really cute little shamrocks. I'm also going to show you the second way to do this similar idea, and that is using some of this rope. Do I have the tag? I don't know. Anyways, also from Dollar Tree to do something very similar. So this is going to be my spin on a shamrock, and you guys know that I'm kind of boring and neutral. This is a neutral one, but keep in mind that you can do this exact same idea if you have some cute green fabric, some fabric that has little shamrocks on it. You could do this with burlap, you could do it with painter's drop cloth, you could stencil your fabric first and then do this. So this idea is just a basic idea, and then you guys can take it and run with it however it appeals to you, in your style, your colors to go in your decor. So as you're hopping on, say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm going to put my camera down just a little bit. I'll try to keep it straight because for some reason I feel like I'm always falling off of yeah. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open one of these packages. And thank you again to Lee, who sent these to me. She ordered some from Dollar Tree and she had to order a whole bunch. She didn't realize, I guess. And so she sent me a bunch of them, which I put some of them in those blessing bundles that I sent out yesterday so that you guys can do this idea, the 3 people who, whose names I pulled. And yeah, so thank you, Lee. I really appreciate your generosity. Okay, so this is just some canvas fabric off of the bolt from Walmart. It's very basic. I did take a picture of the top of it, and I'll put that in the comments in case you want to go to your Walmart and look to see if they have the same thing. Okay, first step with this style. Let's come down a little bit further, and also these comments right here, you can swipe them to the left or right or up or down, depending on what kind of a device you're watching this on, to make them disappear if you would like, so that they're not in the way of my hands. All right. So I'm using my Sure Cool Shot low temperature hot glue gun. And I recommend for this project that you do use a low temperature glue gun because you're going to find that you're going to get glue all over your hands, and that hurts. Okay, did you know, by the way, that hearts can be turned into a shamrock shape? Yesterday I showed a cute banner, which I'll get a picture of and I'll put it in the comments, that I made last year using punched pieces of book pages and punched pieces of Dollar Tree cookie tin just on a fabric banner. I made this last year, and the punch came from Hobby Lobby. It was a 3-inch, it was just your basic 3-inch heart punch. Okay, so I'm gonna just start right here by putting a little bit of glue on my heart. And these are kind of wonky shaped, so you're going to have to sort of press the fabric into them. See, they're not completely flat, okay? So I just started that. And let's continue going around. I'm pushing it in there. Now I'm gonna basically go at it upside down. And if you're super careful, you can probably do this so that you don't get a ton of extra glue on your canvas. I wasn't super careful, and I did get some on my canvas, but you can't really even notice it. So I just tell you that because I don't want you to sweat it. It does not have to be perfect. And if you get a little bit of glue that kind of squeezes in, you can pick it off or use a hot blow dryer, I've been told, to sort of make those glue strings disappear. And anyways, you won't see it very much. Okay, so let's just keep going. And as I'm pulling my canvas onto this and pressing it into the hot glue. I'm just stretching it a little bit so that we get a tight wrap. Sorry, one of my dogs was crying and I was just wondering for a moment what was going on. Maybe she sees a squirrel or who knows what. Okay, am I done? Did I do the whole thing and I didn't even realize it? Wow. No, I didn't. Okay, let's just finish this off right here. Okay, we need to make 4 more. So let's just whip those out real quick. And one thing I like about this project is that you can just use your scraps of fabric to do it. So if you have canvas, painter's drop cloth, you know, anything like that, extras of it, you can make this project. So we're gonna make a full one using these heart-shaped grapevine wreaths. And then I'm gonna show you how to do the exact same thing with that rope from Dollar Tree. Hey Ruth, yeah, everybody says it's super cold. You know, Roberta says she bought a dual temperature glue gun. Can you use regular glue for low temperature? I don't know. So I live in the Atlanta area and it was in the 20s this morning. We don't have any of this snow and we haven't lost our power like some of you guys, especially I've heard from some of you guys in Texas and Arkansas and out west in Oregon. And gosh, I'm so sorry that you are freezing and without power out there. That sounds terrible. Okay, see, this is what I mean. You're gonna get glue on your fingers. So don't use a high temperature hot glue gun for this project or you will be sorry. It really hurts. Okay, let's go around this side. So yesterday I went to my local Dollar Tree and I got some really fun Eastery kind of things. I don't know if you got a chance to watch that video or not, but it's in my videos here and you can watch it on replay. I also, in that same video, I got out a bunch of my old banners, like from last summer and from last Easter and from last St. Patrick's Day, and I showed you those. So if you want to see my wonky carrots or my shamrock banner or, you know, any of that kind of stuff, look in my videos because that's where you'll find it. Okay, let's see. This is kind of a big one. Let's use the ones that are, and some of these are not great shapes. Oh well, I don't think it matters really. I'm frugal. You guys probably know that. So I'm putting it clear up to the very tip top because I know I'll be able to do something with this little teeny piece. Although this canvas that we're using, it came from Walmart. It was on the bolt, like I said before. It was around $6 a yard and it's pretty nice and thick. It's kind of an oatmeal color. It has little flecks in it of, I don't know, a darker color. And I've been using this like crazy lately instead of using all the painter's drop cloth. And I keep getting people ask me, do I like this better than the painter's drop cloth that I used to use so much? And yeah, I really do. I mean, I still love painter's drop cloth, but this rips so much nicer and you don't have to go through the hassle of washing and drying it a couple times to soften it. So if you have a Walmart that has a fabric department, that's where I got the ticking for the blue bunnies, the blue stuffed bunnies, which I'll show you what I'm talking about in just a second. It's also where I got the red ticking that I used for that Valentine's banner. This is what I'm talking about. This is the cream colored canvas and this is the blue ticking. And these are my stuffed bunnies. Okay, so I have another one done. We're gonna cut them out in just a second. I have 3 of these done. Okay, the last one of these that I made as a 3-leaf clover, but let's do a 4-leaf clover. Why not, right? So how's everyone doing? Are you guys having a good day despite the freezing weather? Today is, just in case you're watching this on replay down the road, today is February 16th, 2021, and whoops, it seems like the whole United States, and maybe other parts of the world too, I don't know, have this cold freeze happening, and so that's what everyone's talking about right now. I was kind of thinking today about doing some summer crafts just because it's so cold everywhere, but I had promised to do these shamrocks, so I wanted to just do this first, and then maybe in the next day or so we'll do some summer things. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to cut my fabric a little bit smaller so I can easily work with it. And I just went back to my Walmart recently and I purchased another 3 yards of this canvas. I love it so much. Okay, so as I am sticking it into this hot glue, I'm stretching it. Can you guys see? So it's pretty tight. All right, now comes the fun part of cutting them all out. And you don't have to worry. Every day is a joyful day with the Lord. Yes, it is, Marianne. You don't have to worry about having this be perfectly close. Really, you don't. And I hope that you guys give yourself some grace in your crafting and that you don't expect everything that you do to be perfect, because that's really a joy stealer. Speaking of joy, it really is. And we're not perfect. We weren't created to be perfect. We were created to be creative though, because we're made in the image of God and He is the ultimate creator. But anyways, when you require your crafts to be perfect, require yourself to be perfect when you're crafting, then you don't enjoy it. And for a lot of people, crafting right now is a way to sort of release all the negativity in the world, to get away from all the everything. I don't know how to even describe it. All our troubles and things we're concerned about. So don't ruin it for yourself. That's what I'm saying. Well, now I'll get off my soapbox. That is something that I do talk about frequently though, because over the years that I've been a crafter and I've crafted with other people, I have noticed that a lot of people are constantly saying negative things about themselves and their crafting abilities, or they're not happy with how their projects turn out, and that's a shame. Okay, I can come back and trim this a little bit closer. I'm just going to pull these glue strings off here. But it's pretty good. Okay, let's do this one. I really need to sharpen my scissors. Oh my gosh. Do be careful when you're cutting these out that you don't cut yourself. You can kind of pull it back a little bit from the grapevine wreath. It's just hard to know how to hold on to it. And I have an idea to show you guys when we're done making these of how you could, what you could do with them. You could put them on a wreath, basically. Okay, good enough, but I'll come back and trim that just a little bit probably. And now I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna have to start on the other style first, because the thing that we're gluing these onto to give them some stability is also what we're tracing to make the shamrocks that we're making just with rope. So I'll show you that in just a second. I had some leftover wooden hearts from Dollar Tree from Valentine's Day. And that's what I'm always using, just whatever I have on hand. That's what I decided to glue these onto to make them have some stability and to stand up. And that's also what I used to trace on this canvas when I was doing my rope version of it. So. Okay. I know this is not exciting to sit here and watch me cut. I'm almost done. One more. So when I was first presenting this idea to you guys, a lot of you said that you didn't have these Dollar Tree Grapevine hearts. So I was like, well, dang, I didn't think about that. So that's when I started thinking about what else could we use. And I feel like I've seen something, I don't know who did it, some other craft where somebody, I don't know who, could have been Pinterest, or my mind is full of crafts. Anyway, somebody had used this rope from Dollar Tree to make the outline on a fabric, and that's what gave me the idea. Okay, good enough. All right, let's do something with all this stuff so we don't get it mixed in with the next part. So let me just throw this away. Okay, and the other thing is you're gonna need half of one of these. So for the stem, this was a heart, I just used my, I know I shouldn't use these, my wire cutters, because they're strong, to clip the top and the bottom to make the stem. You can take them apart gently also. Okay, so where is my, okay, here is my Dollar Tree wood heart from Valentine's Day. This is what we're going to glue all this onto, because this is what I have. But this is also the pattern for the other projects. So, and it's the same idea. We're using, we're just using this canvas from Walmart. Where's my pencil? And I'm just going to lay my heart down and trace it, and that is where we will glue our rope. So there's one. I'll hold this up and show you in just a second. Don't put them super duper close to each other, because this rope from Dollar Tree is kind of fat, and it'll be hard for you to glue it down if they're too close. And I'll show you what I mean in just a second. Okay, so this is our shape. Can you see that at all? I know it's pretty light. I'm gonna just cut around it so we're not working with so much fabric all at the same time. I'm not cutting this close yet though, because we're not there. All right, so now maybe it'll be easier for you to see. Okay, so let's get some more glue. You definitely need low temperature hot glue for this. Let's go ahead and do this, and then we'll come back to the other. And hopefully I have enough rope. I think I do. Okay, I'm just gonna start in the center of the shamrock and put some glue here and stick my rope into that, and you're sort of bending it as you're going along. Oh my word, look at my glue gun, it's terrible. And this is my new one. I'm such a messy crafter. So did I tell you guys any of my normal stuff, like say hi, let me know where you're watching from? The stuff I never can remember. Feel free to sprinkle. Let me know if you have questions. I think I didn't do any of that. Well, anyways, whoops. Put that on there. Yeah, say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you have any questions. If you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to do all the same stuff. I do try to look at my YouTube comments as regularly as possible. They're a little bit harder for me to find, to be honest with you. But if you have questions and you're watching this on YouTube, you can ask your questions there too. And you can also just say hi there too if you want. Okay, so I'll lift this up in just a second and I'll show you where we are. You can see how quick this goes. Can you see? That's the start of one of our little shamrocks. And then I'm going to go to the opposite side. Let's pull off some of this huge amount of glue. I'm going to go to the opposite side and go along this one. And then the last two will go over the top. So we're not cutting this, we're doing a continuous shape. These would be great just hanging on knobs and cabinet knobs, and if you have cup hooks in your kitchen, or, I mean, these just, you could put these anywhere. And if you have the rope, either this stuff from Dollar Tree or something similar, or yarn, you could use yarn too, and you have some canvas or another kind of fabric, painter's drop cloth, burlap, any kind of fabric you like, then you can, and you have a hot temperature glue gun, a hot glue gun that is low temperature, you can make this project for almost nothing, seriously. Those are my kind of crafts, totally. Okay, so this is where we are. Now I'm going to do some glue to go over this hump here and down on the other side. This is very messy. Am I covered in rope bits and all kinds of yuck? Ooh, I hope we have enough. I think we will. I'm not sure. So we're just going to keep going. Everyone is enjoying this beautiful snowy day. I know some of you guys are so snowed in. We don't have any snow in Atlanta, just rain and gray skies and cold, which is unusual for us here. So I'm kind of envious of those of you that got all this beautiful snow. Although I grew up in Idaho and we always had a ton of snow. We used to go to my grandparents' farm. They were potato farmers, and we would, oh my gosh, the wind would blow so hard there that they'd get like snow drifts that were 5 or 6 feet tall and that were frozen solid. And my sister and I and our cousins, we would dig forts, and oh, we had so much fun playing in the snow. Okay, we're going up over this top again, down on the other side. So I loved snow when I was a little girl. I hate driving in it. I loved it when I was a little girl, but now I'm like, oh, I love snow to look at for about 1 hour, and then I'm over it. And probably a lot of you guys in Texas and stuff, where you got all that surprise snow, you're feeling the same way. And in Arkansas, I was talking to somebody yesterday that was telling me that they got a bunch of snow. Okay, we're almost there. Hopefully you can see what a non-perfectionist I am with this. Okay, we're going to bring this all the way into the center. And then I am not sure where we're going to put the little tail. Maybe we'll put it right here. I do need to cut it off though. Which this stuff is hard to cut. Let's see, let's use some better scissors. I think, would that look weird? That's not going to look like 4-leaf clover. I might just glue some on right. Wish I would have left my fabric a little bit bigger. Darn. Just glue some right there. And then we'll figure out what we're going to do with it later. This is long enough for a tail. Okay, so this is what we have. This is big compared to, where's the one I did yesterday? Compared to this one, because this is just a 3-leaf clover and this is a 4-leaf shamrock or clover. But, okay, so basically all you're gonna do with this is you're just gonna cut it out. And I'll do that off camera so you don't have to watch me do that. But let's build this other thing, okay? And then I'll show you my idea for what you could do with these. Okay, so I have my 4 shamrocks. And when I was working on this before, I literally just had to figure out how to put these on here so that you can't see the wood. And they're not going to be completely flat because the hearts themselves are not completely flat. Let's see, will this work? No. Ooh, can I cut this? Oh yeah, I can. Okay, let's see if this is better. Okay, it needs to be a little bit narrower here. So I'm coming up with this really wonky shape. And hopefully this will work. Okay, it still says love, but what in the world is that? I don't know. Okay, let me see. Is this gonna work? Oh my word. You know what? It almost needs like a cross shape, is what I'm thinking. When you just do 3, it's not an issue. Okay. This needs to work. Guys, are you laughing at me that I didn't know exactly how I was going to do this part? It was easy to figure out with the 3. I did not realize that these wood shapes from Dollar Tree are so easy to cut. They're probably not good for my scissors, huh? Okay, let's just make this work. Okay, I'm gonna have a huge mess here. But I want to get to the next part that's the really fun part. So let's just start gluing down. And if it's not perfect, I'll live with that because it's not going to be perfect for sure. Okay, I'm sort of layering this one. So I'm pushing my fabric part into the wood. This one's going to have kind of a wonky shape, I'm afraid. And we'll see. I might have to come up with a better plan for this. I probably am going to. Have to come up for a better plan for these 4-leaf clover ones. Yes, I'm definitely going to have to come up with a better plan. I'm about ready to give up. Because this does not look good. But I just wanted to give you the idea. So, yeah, it's not great. It doesn't work great with these grapevine wreaths. The 3-leaf clover works a ton better. Okay? So, pretend like you didn't see me do this because I'm going to take it apart off camera and figure out something better. And I'll show that to you later. Okay, so let's cut this one out real quick since this one is a success and the other is a big fail. This is much easier to cut out also because it's more flexible. And I'm just trying to go like right on the inside part of each one of these clovers. So I do think that this could be super cute with some bright fabric. That just isn't necessarily my normal style. I like more kind of neutral sort of stuff. So I almost always do my crafts in my own personal style, but I encourage you guys, if you like the idea, to take it and make it your own and do it in your own style, your own colors, all that jazz. See, it's coming along quickly. And then I want to show you this idea. And I have more crafts to do today, so I will be live again later. So if you want to make sure that you see my crafts, take a peek and look to see if you've liked and followed DIY Dreaming. I know I'm always saying this, and then in between videos, people say, I'm not seeing anything you're doing. So look to see if you've liked and followed it, and you can turn on your notifications on the 3 dots somehow. I'm terrible with technology, but somehow you can do that so that you're supposed to be notified when I go live. Da-da-da. Okay, that one turned out decent. I don't know which one of these two you like better. Do you like the 4-leaf or the 3-leaf? I'll have to figure out something for the stem on it. Okay, so the idea that I wanted to share with you guys for what you could do with these is, number 1, you could just take some beads and a piece of twine and you can turn it into something that you could hang on a doorknob or on a cabinet or something like that. See, look, there's the heart behind it. We'll have to do this other one with this. Okay, I'm letting my dog in because she's scratching at the door. What do you need, huh? So I just took some of my favorite hemp, polished hemp from Walmart. It's called natural polished hemp. Mia and Busy. And I threaded some of my little wood beads on here, and I'm going to tie a knot towards the top. I'll tie a knot down here. And I did 5 beads, but you could do whatever you like. And then I could literally just glue this on the back of here. And then we would have a little hanger. Let's do that. And then I'll show you this. I'll lay this in the glue and I'll cut off the tails later. Hey, what's happening? Come here. Let me show you to everyone. Come here. Come here, come here, come here. Good girl. Oh, oh. So this is Mia, and she is, oh gosh, way overweight. She's about 50 pounds, 45, 50 pounds. Way too heavy. And she's our drama queen. Okay, isn't that cute though, for almost nothing? Okay, so the other idea that I had was to take one of these grapevine wreaths from Dollar Tree and some of your canvas, and you can choose a stencil that appeals to you, whatever that might be. I just used the chicken wire from Magnolia, which is super cute. And you could glue, let's do it. You could glue your wreath to it. I need some more glue. Oh my word, I have a huge mess here. I'm gonna do this kind of the same as I did the other grapevines. I'm gonna start here on the top. Okay, and then I'll go clear to the other end, and we'll just sort of do side by side and pull it tight. Can you guys see? Let me flip my board over. It might be easier to see on this side. Okay, and then let's go to the sides. Pull that tight. And then the other side. For $1, you can get this size of a little grapevine wreath. You can also get a bigger one, which I'm wishing now that when I was there yesterday that I would have done it. Okay, so now I'm going to pull, I'm going to do this side. What's happening to my glue gun? Why is it not feeling hot? And let's do, where did I miss? Right here. We'll do right here. If you're doing a pattern or something as a stencil, then you need to think about which side of your grapevine wreath you want to be on the top, because they're not round. This one is almost like an egg shape. Okay, so I was just thinking that what you could do is you could do something like this, and that would be pretty cute. And then you could do some kind of hanger. What do you guys think about that idea? Let's cut this extra off here. Where did I put my good scissors? I could also come back and stencil some words or something on here and put that in the center with the shamrock. I will come back and do this neater, but let's just get this off for right now. This is why I love having this Walmart canvas around, because it can become so many different things, and it's so super affordable. Okay, so then we could just glue this on sort of to the side. Let's do that. And then I'll figure out before I come live again what I would want to do, what I would want to add to it. That's on there pretty good. You could use some beads to hang it. What do you guys think about that? Is that kind of cute? It needs to have something right here, which I'm not sure what that would be, but if it had this kind of a hanger from it, and it had something right here, I'll look and see what I have in terms of magnolia stencils that I could do a word or something right here. Or I don't know, tell me in the comments, is it good just the way it is? Do you like it just the way it is? Where am I? So anyways, that is pretty much what I wanted to show you that you can create using these mini grapevine hearts and using this Dollar Tree rope with a little bit of this canvas from Walmart and some wood beads. And yesterday I was telling you guys that I like to decorate for St. Patrick's Day. I just don't like all the luck business. And a lot of you guys agreed with me and some of you didn't, and that's completely fine. That phrase, luck of the Irish, is pretty cute. I don't know exactly what that means in that phrase, but that's just my personal thing. So I didn't mean to, you know, stir anything up or offend anyone. I'm just telling you how I feel. I feel like it's my belief that there's no such thing as luck and that God is in control and nothing happens by chance or luck. That's just what I think. But I do think it's still fun to do stuff to celebrate St. Patrick's Day, especially if you're Irish or you have some of that heritage or people you love have that. And you can take a holiday like that that's all bright green. I did make something last night that I'll show you later. It's so cute and it's green. But you can take that idea and you can turn it in, you can use other colors. Like here I have brown, cream, and gray. And you can still get the message of Happy St. Patrick's Day across without having to do the little leprechaun and the pot of gold and all that stuff. If you love that, Magnolia does have some super cute stencils that have some of that stuff. If you love that, then you could use this idea and do it in that style too. Okie dokie. Put the word blessed on it. Ooh, I have a blessed stencil. I'll have to find it and see if it's the right size. I could possibly do it kind of across here if it's too big. I don't know. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Give me a this or say something in the comments if you want to see the other stuff I'm doing today. I have some fun stuff to show you, and tomorrow and later in the week, and then on Sunday for Christ and Crafting. Feel free to sprinkle. Let me know if you have any questions. Most of the supplies here came from my local Dollar Tree. Alrighty, I will see you guys later. Thanks so much for joining me. Well, I'm still here off camera, but there's so much business happening now that I'm off that I can't bear to just click finish and be done. So I'm just gonna let a few more comments come in that I'm seeing here on the bottom, and then I will click the finish button and I will get pictures, and I'll see you guys later for the next crafts that I have, which will involve some bright green. 2 colors of awesome green. Okay, I'm gonna say goodbye. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.